Hey Capricorn, EverlongMystic here. I don't know when I'll be able to post this, but the messages are coming in. It's been a few days. It's been about, I don't know, 2 weeks since I've been able to sit down and record a message, thanks to some weather. But we're going to get you a message today. So I've mixed two different decks together, and we're just going to kind of go with the flow, and then we will pull a card from a different deck at the end for some advice for a question that you have. All right, Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? Aries. So we have Aries energy showing up here with a bit of authority and control over something. It's the Emperor. Nine of Cups. Okay, so it looks like somehow you've taken a step back from some kind of fulfillment that you previously had, like, a good control over here. We have the Crone showing up here. There's some kind of wisdom that's coming in for you. But it's coming in from Spirit. It seems like this withdrawal is actually on purpose, whether you meant for it to be on purpose or not, but withdrawing from, like, this, you kind of fulfilling your destiny or fulfilling your duties or whatever, like with this withdrawal from it, it's not a relapse. It's not you not doing a good job. You know what I mean? It's because there's something out in the ethers here, some kind of message or information or opportunity for growth, or more wisdom. It's out waiting for you with this crone energy, and it's like the universe really wants you to be able to focus on it, because it is going to um, give you a bit more positive attitude. I feel like this withdrawal here, it's like kind of like there's a little bit of a bummer associated with it. You know what I mean? Because you're going from, like, this Nine of Cups, like, I am totally fulfilled, satisfied, or I'm making my, you know, making that stuff happen, and then like a withdrawal from that. So, it's a little bit of a low, perhaps. But this, being able to focus on this, kind of like the ethers or the universe, getting your spidey senses in tune is going to definitely put the kick back in your step. You know what I mean? All right, so we have the Six of Pentacles here. Yeah. All right, so either you've been kind of spreading yourself really thin, or you're just not, you haven't quite pinned down the the way that you want to do something here. Now, there is like a helpful vibe with the Six of Coins. We definitely don't want like analysis paralysis to happen here. So you have surrender. What are you surrendering to? Oh, okay, here we go. So you're being asked to surrender to some kind of transformation. I feel like this kind of emperor energy is maybe something that you've already mastered, or something that you're, like something you're good at, or the way you used to be, or you know what I mean? Like you're being asked like to grow in a certain way. So by tuning in, you won't be confused, and you can receive the information, the wisdom that's trying to come in for you, because you're meant to surrender to this some kind of transformation here. All right, so we have the 5 of Cups here, and it's kind of hard to deal with sometimes. There's a lot of stuff that can be in these bottles. We've got loss, grief, negativity, old wounds, things that poison you. Like poison your emotions, things that dull the pain, but really they end up dulling your senses. And that's not something we want to linger in too long, because we need to focus, right? So here we have the Valley of Unity. Now, I mean, we can kind of get the gist. Valley of Unity, yeah, we're all one. But I want to see if the book has. I'm not quite as familiar with the valleys with this deck, so I'm gonna look in the book real quick and see if there's any juicy tidbits for you. The valleys. Where are the valleys? Unity. So the journey through the Valley of Unity can be a sublime time for love, connection, and coming together. To love yourself is to love, in some form, all other beings. And once the myth of our separateness is cast off, the work towards equality, reconciliation, and unity begins. This is a time for getting involved with your community, building bridges, and exploring interdependence. Look to trees, fungi, and the animal world. We're all kissed by the same sun. This card may refer to community spaces, local organizations, or time spent in gardens and nature. It's almost like you're meant to, like the skull is facing whatever this Valley of Unity is for you, and you're meant to really like sink your mind into it, like observe, right? Again, still the skull is still looking, second skull still looking at this Valley of Unity. I feel like there's something that's meant to come out of this. It's almost like you go into this community space, or this garden, or whatever it is for you. It's like you go there with like a pretty good intention here, with like a little bit of purity because of the white flowers, right? But when you come out of it after you've soaked it in or done your thing, there's a little bit more boldness, and it's like it's a little bit reminiscent of this part of you that still exists over here with this kind of Emperor Aries, but it's like a little bit more charming. It's like you've got like a new aspect to your personality that's maybe a little bit more outgoing. And then we have Libra energy. Oh, and I like this because we have this reciprocity, this balancing kind of Six of Pentacles here. And we're coming out with Libra energy, which is, balance and harmony. And it's perfect because it's kind of like this card with this card. you're balancing your heart and your mind. They're on equal terms again. All right, love this. So we have the Ace of Rods, which is like the Ace of Fire. So we've got this newfound optimism here, and it's like the opposite of this kind of depressing card right here with the sad flowers, right? So you've got optimism. You're curious again. You have been fully inspired by something, and it just draws further importance to this, to you surrendering to whatever transformation is trying to really come through for you. So there's your kind of go with the flow messages, and we're just going to get one card of advice from this kind of shadow casting deck. So one card of advice for whatever question Capricorn has. Whatever Capricorn is wondering about. Let's give them some advice. Alright, so you have the heart upside down. It's card number 24. We're going to look in the book here, because this is a brand new deck and I don't know any of the cards. I don't like that it's upside down, but we're going to take it. Alright, so, okay, so it's a stone heart, and I believe infatuation is the reverse. So it says true love is enduring and can occur with or without materials, of any type. So that's important, especially for you, Capricorn, being an earth sign. That love is love, right? It is not dependent on material things. It really isn't. So the advice here, it says either you or someone close to you is infatuated and not looking too deeply at compatibility and long-term commitments, or refusing your advances. You might be attracting someone who has a crush on you, but is not really in love with you as a person, but at the thought of being in love. You may be feeling vulnerable and unloved, or refusing to let go of a past or a currently failing relationship. Accepting love is the first thing you need to do in order to return it. You can give love without expectation, but remember not to give your heart to just anybody. Those who have patiently earned your trust are now waiting for your attention. Time for a walk in the woods, fresh air, or a vacation getaway to leave stress behind and rekindle your romantic relationships. Falling out of passion doesn't necessarily mean falling out of love. It takes an effort to maintain a good relationship. Alright, so there's your advice for something you were wondering about. And thanks for being here. Thanks for your support, and I will see you next time. Bye, Capricorn.